Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about 3 things that you can do to be your own advocate. An advocate is someone who represents someone else, who protects them, and who looks out for their interest. And too often, you might have a position of responsibility in your family or with work or in some organization, and when you're making deals for that person or group, you're paying attention to how the terms are and what is going on so that you can report back, because oftentimes you're accountable. And we too often, or some of us, let slide our accountability to ourselves. And I want to give you some tips on how you can improve that and how you can be a better advocate for yourself. Okay, the first one is to have proof. Keep track of your communications, whether by text or by email or a letter you receive or a bill you receive, if you're disputing it, if it's an improper charge, if you're addressing your credit report, or simply somebody's making some type of request or claim that's not appropriate, or you are making a request. Maybe it's a refund for something, maybe it's an adjustment. Keep track, keep the papers, keep the emails, keep the texts until the matter is resolved, so you can go back and address it later if you need to, or you can get someone if it needs to go to court, or if you need to have an appeal to some other organization or group. You have the information together. Keep it together, keep it in one place, and hang on to it until this is resolved. That could also include voicemail messages or things like that. So keep your proof. The next thing is, in general, when you're dealing with people out in the world in any type of a transaction or negotiation or matter, be purposeful. Don't just nod your head to move on because you're busy or because you have something else to do, or you just want to appease them at the time and you think they're going to go away, or you are asking for something and someone's giving you an answer you don't want to deal with right now, and you just nod and accept it and move on. Don't do that. Be purposeful. If you don't understand something, ask a question. If you are not in agreement on something, tell them. Don't just let people roll all over you. There are ways that you can politely or respectfully disagree and take it up at a later date. You can say, I'm busy right now and I really need some time to discuss this with you or to think about it later, or I can see that you're busy and my request is important and I think it deserves some attention, so let's schedule a time to address it calmly and when we have enough time to do that. Don't just get mowed over. And then finally, keep your power. And oftentimes this is going to be when someone wants something from you. Being an advocate means looking out for yourself on the front end on what you want, but also on the back end when somebody wants something from you, so that you don't get pushed around. Ask a question. If somebody is asking you to do something and you don't understand why, ask them why. You don't have to say why, but you can say, can you please explain yourself, or can you please explain how you see this happening, how you see this coming to fruition, what the steps are that you are asking me to take. Be crystal clear on what it is that they're expecting of you. If there is not time right then, or this is the wrong person to answer those questions, then just say, I need to take some time and consider this. Then go use that time and go find someone who can fill in the blanks for you, give you the information you need, and answer your questions. Take control of the time. Do not let someone use momentum or your particular preoccupation at that moment. If you're preoccupied with the deadline, somebody may choose that point in time to step in front of you, interrupt you, and try to get a quick agreement out of you. It could be your kid who just wants some money or permission to go somewhere when you're running out the door to catch a flight. It could be a coworker running down the hall to try to get approval on something and not quite telling you all the details. Take control, keep your power. Tell them to make an appointment with you, schedule it for another time. It to you in writing is another good thing to ask, either email, text, whatever. That way it puts it on them to give you the specifics. Then you can look at it when you have the time and make a response that you're not going to regret later. And that's really where this comes full circle, is so that you can make decisions on an informed basis when you have time in the proper circumstances, and then again you can keep track of what you are really agreeing to and what you're not. So your proof, your purpose, your power. Be your own advocate. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up or leave a comment below. If you know someone who could be a little bit more assertive but they don't really know what that means, share it with them. And subscribe to find out about our other videos, and I'll be back with you again next time. Thanks for watching.